So welcome to day one of the Square a Day challenge, and this one we're making our traditional granny. So the idea of day one is to get you back into the swing of crochet, or to help those of you that are newer to crochet to start with something that is more basic, more a beginner level. And for those of you that maybe have lost your crojo a bit, this is an easy way to get back into the feeling of that the crochet can bring to you, the calm that it can bring, and also just to remind you that simple is okay. I think as we get further and further in our crochet journey, we start to think we've got to make things more complicated. I don't believe that to be the case. I do believe keeping things simple is just as important as trying those trickier pieces that take us to another level. So this one's our traditional granny, and for those of you that can't read a chart, I'll talk you through it before we start to make it. So the way I have my chart set up is in the Hooked on Crochet Club, I have developed these symbols so that you start to recognize both the abbreviation with the symbol, so you can read the chart and you can reflect on the pattern. So we're just going to use the chart for each of these days. So each of these symbols is essentially equal to one stitch, and the stitch it is equivalent to is here on the side. Now these are US terms. Do refer to a reference guide for what your UK terms are, but for a double crochet, that's a treble in UK terms for those of you that aren't familiar, but the actual symbol is the same. Okay, so each round is going to begin where the number is. So you've got one, they're all 5 rounds. Each of these little circles equals a chain. So each is one chain. So you can see in the corners we've got 3 chains. And then you've got each of these is your double crochet or your UK treble. Okay, and you're going to make it in the direction that, well, the same as picture. If you're left-handed, you're going to read it one way and you're going to make it the opposite way. So we're working in an anti-clockwise direction. And if you don't have the numbers, then you'll generally find that you'll start with chains to get to the height of the stitch. So each round will start with a chain usually. And in this, I've alternated the colors per round, only so that it is clearer to see what round is what, so it gives some differentiation. It doesn't mean you have to change color. In some, it will mean that, but that does not mean that in this. And we've got one pattern coming up tomorrow where I have done that differently. So, but for all the other ones today's and the rest of the week besides tomorrow, each round is an alternate color just to show you the difference. All right, so let's get started. So as you can see, so the little dot is the slip stitch. So begin, we're going to have a chain 4 and we're going to slip stitch to form a ring. Now I'm not going to demonstrate the entire round for each one. It will be round by round, so you can skip ahead and you can repeat where you need to. So to begin, we're just going to chain 4, and then we're going to slip stitch into that 4th chain from the hook, or the first one you made, and there you've got your ring. So for round 1, so I've got my hook in there, let me get another hook. We're going to begin with a chain 3, and then we're working into the ring for all of this round, so we're going to do 2 double crochets, and then we're going to chain 3, and then the next lot we're going to repeat. So we're going to do 3 double crochets, chain 3, and we're going to have that 1, 2, 3 more times. So in the end, we've got 3 sides and 3 corners. So those chain spaces are going to be your corner. So if I just start that, so begin with a chain 3, which is equivalent to your double crochet or your UK treble. Okay, then into that ring, you've got 2 double crochets. And then we're going to chain 3. So that's one side and one corner. So then you've got 3 double crochets or 3 UK trebles. And then chain 3. So we've now got 2 sides and 2 corners. So we're just going to repeat that 2 more times. So we've got 3 double crochets, chain 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Then if we go back to our chart, we're going to finish with a slip stitch to the top of that chain 3. Okay, so there you go. That's the end of round 1. So round 2, with your traditional granny, what we're going to do is slip stitch across to the chain 3 space, and then we're going to make a chain 3, which will be our first double crochet or UK treble. Then we've got 2 double crochets, a chain 3 and 3 double crochets. Okay, then we've got a chain 1, and then in the next chain 3 space we're going to work 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, or they're your UK trebles, and then chain 1. Okay, and we're going to keep repeating that until we've used all the chain 3 spaces. So here we're essentially creating corners, and the chain 1 space is the side on this one. All right, so to begin we're just going to slip stitch to that chain 3 space. We're going to chain 3. So we're going to create our corner. So each corner is 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. The only difference is the first one has the chain 3, which is equivalent. Okay, and then chain 1, because that's your side space then, and then repeat the corner, which is 3 double crochets or 3 UK trebles, chain 3, and 3 again. And then we've got our chain 1 space, and then so we've got 2 more corners. So each corner is your 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet, or UK trebles. And then coming out of that corner you've got your side, which is just the chain 1 for this round. And then the final corner, 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. Okay, then we're going to chain 1, and then if we go back to our picture, our chart, you can see again we slip stitch to the top of that chain 3. So we'll do that to finish. I tend to do it to the double crochet next to it. And there you've got round 2. Now what we do for round 3, we're going to do for all the rounds. So I'm only going to demonstrate round 3. So the only difference as you get further out is that you've got more spaces on the side to work into. So to begin your round, you're going to slip stitch to the chain 3 space. So we're always going to work in the corner first. We're always going to start with a chain 3, which is your equivalent to your UK treble, and then your 2 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet. So essentially your corner for every single round is 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet. Okay, you're then going to do a chain 1, and you're going to do 3 double crochets into the chain 1 space that we created on the side, and then chain 1, and then you've got your corner. So all you need to remember is that every corner has 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet, or your 3 UK trebles, chain 3, 3 UK trebles. You've always got chain 1 space on the side, and in those chain 1 spaces you're creating 3 double crochet or 3 UK treble. Okay, and it's the same for this one on all sides. All right, so let's do this. So every round, so 3, 4, 5, however many you go up to, you're going to slip stitch to the chain 3 space, because we're going to start in that corner. And then you're always going to begin with a chain 3, because that's your equivalent to your double crochet or your UK treble. So then you need to make 2 more, so that's equal to 3. And then you've got chain 3, and then you've got 3 double crochet or 3 UK trebles, and then chain 1. Now into that chain 1 space on the side. So in future rounds you're going to have more, but you're going to do 3 UK trebles or 3 double crochets, and you're always going to make sure there's a chain 1 before and after. We're now at our corner, so in the corner is always 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet, then chain 1 out of that corner, and you've got your 3 double crochet or 3 UK trebles in that chain space. Back in the corner, so you should be in the swing of this now. That's okay if you're not. I've had a lot more practice. So your corners are 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet, then a chain 1 out of that corner, 3 double crochet in that chain 1 space, chain 1, and then we're on our last corner. So it's 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet, and chain 1, 3 double crochet, chain 1, and then we're going to slip stitch to the top of that chain 3, and there is the end of round 3. So rounds 4, 5, if you want to keep going and beyond, are all a repeat of round 3. So the only difference is that you're going to have extra chain 1 spaces to work into, but as long as you remember that you've always got 3 double crochet or 3 UK treble in that chain 1 space, and 3 chain 3, 3 double crochet or UK treble in the chain 3 space, then you won't forget.